South Jakarta mostly. I went to a private school called Sekolah Alam Indonesia, and I'm the graduate of Institute of Tourism Trisakti. And my dream is to become good chef. Around 8, I think. I play games, like computer games, and I like to hang out with my friends here, talking and play some games too. Well, not actually computer games, more like a physical game. And I build like model kits of Gundam series. And finally, just sleep. The one that asked to invite me to go to America is actually my mom. And at that time, I wasn't agree because I live my friends, I live my life here, and I live or basically I live everything, even my father and brother. But when I came here, I get my first paycheck. I was like, oh yeah, it's all worth it. But living with my parents, especially my mom, can be really demanding. Wherever and whenever I am, she will like, Ka, please help me, Ka, here. Even the simplest thing, like I'm not talking about technology. Technology is like her limitations, so I understand. But like really simple things, take this for me and take that for me, but I was doing something else, or maybe I'm at work and she suddenly called me and I was like, hey, can you help me with this? No, I'm busy. Yeah, it can be stressful. Also in Islam, you cannot say no to your mother. So I just say yeah, but I have not like zero intention. In daily life, there's like everything also always have pros and cons. Because I have my Islam as my religion, I always knew that what I do is Allah will always watch over me, and He will, I don't know, but He will help me in mysterious way. And the bad thing is sometimes the human, I'm not saying that all of Muslim is a bad people, but since we are human, we make mistakes, so sometimes we quote unquote abuse all told us to do and things like that. My intention is not calling them a bad Muslims, but sometimes they misinterpret the teaching. Like sometimes I need some alone time with myself, and no one calls me, but my mother always like, whenever I do whatever I do, she always calls me for anything. And I was like, just give me a minute, just give me a time for myself. I know it's like my responsibility to take care of you, but sometimes I just need like time for myself, time for me and what I do, and it kind of, well, it's quite not really hindering, but it's just like things that bugs me. Alright, so does it impact me? So far, no one has like, at least in my observation, no one has like racist thought and like they hate me like that. No, even my friends that I like met once a week, like they're just good people in general, and they have like Asian friends too, so yeah, I can relate. But what affected me is the work environment, because when I work, I have experience working with the locals and my own people meaning Indonesian, And I feel like the locals is much more open to us working because of the declining, because people sorry, the locals is more that doesn't like to work as hard, but we like to work hard. Indonesian sometimes they just work. They didn't care like the basic of like food hygiene, because I mostly work in restaurant world, and they just like, oh, here's the food now. Sorry for my language, just fuck off, go away. I'm gonna need to make other things, and they just do what must be done, but not properly. And it can be stressful if you like this is not how you do it and everything. But I know there's like, where I work right now is like the super simplified kitchen, but still the basics are basics. Underappreciated is like a thing, but the norms has changed because the employer know more about, you need to appreciate an employee, you cannot live with your employee. But the the problem is sometimes not from your boss, it's from your other employee, your co-workers, especially in Indonesian, where it's like, oh yeah, I work from you more than you in here, then I work have more time here than you. Like with the locals, they will like appreciate and talk to us, and they know the problems, and mostly they know the basics. So yeah, it's much more fun working with locals. Therapy, yes, I get like hypnotherapy because my father has anger problems. Sometimes, no, not sometimes. Back in the day, most of the time he will lash it out on me because I do like little stupid things, and well, to be rough, he hit me with everything in the house, like everything, except for, to be brash about it, yeah, everything in the house, and we need to change a lot of cleaning, not like cleaning supplies, cleaning tools, and everything. And then, like 2 years ago, I received hypnotherapy. But before I received like the therapy, my father and I was talking a lot, and over the first I thought, why he hasn't got any therapy or any like other mechanism other than me and everything. And then as time goes on and I find out more, especially during the therapy, oh, he already tried. So the anger slows from like 100 level of anger to 2 to 1. Never got the bill because my parents pay for everything. Yes, don't be ashamed. Like we're not in the age of, well, in Indonesian it calls kuda gigit besi anymore, and people start to realize, oh, you cannot like do this and do that. If you need to go therapy, especially with your parents, go for it. Just don't force it, because both party needs to open to therapy. So maybe if they're reluctant but still want to go, it's okay. But if they like throw it to you like a big no, yeah, just wait, but try to throw like an ultimatum to them or something. Well, in Indonesia, I have like many worries. Like I want to buy this, but I don't have enough money. I don't have a job and everything. But and back here, when I go to America, I have the money now, but sometimes I don't have the time. So I can feel like there's a balance in there, and also I have to take care of my mom, even though some things she can take it as take it take care of it herself. She feels like I still depending on her, but in my what I feel is like she depending on me, not I depending on her. No, why? Because I think about what happened if I die. I think about my family, my friends. I can think they're gonna be so sad. What did they do wrong? And I mean, it's also scary too. Like you take your own life. All people has the same way of thinking as me. So when I hear stories of, oh yeah, I want to take myself off the equation, and then they found some meaning, and I feel, oh man, I just want to hug you. So that be there beside you and hold your hand. You don't think about that. I hear stories, especially with like abusive father or broken family dynamic, and I was like, man, I hope I can be with you. Just trying to keep myself afloat, not like sink down. So I have like my head out of the water, even though my body is like in like down. I always try to do that, and I anchor myself with like, oh yeah, I need to do dailies today. Find a hobby, like especially the hobby like keep you for hours to end, or if you have like live in your religion, just do what you told. Well, if they like feel really struggling or already at the deep bottom, they should do a therapy, maybe for themselves first, and then if they finally found out what caused them to take themselves out of the equation, they need to try to talk with the cause. If the cause is a person, or they need to slowly but surely leave the cause if that it is an addiction like that. Yeah.